What's up, you moneymakers? Welcome back to the channel. I am going to talk about ticker symbol HCMC, Healthier Choices Management Corp, one of our favorite stock on this channel, and it has been trading a little bit lower during the last few days. It has been actually trading between 0.0010 and 11. There is not enough traction, but what we have seen today is it hit 0.0009 level, as you can see right here. So it is dipping on the lower side. However, the overall market is downwards as well. As you can see, Dow Jones is 1.40% down, 486% down Dow Jones. Nasdaq is down 1.43%, 209 points at 14,455. So I'm not saying Healthier Choices Management is the only stock that is down, but this is definitely a lower low, and we should probably talk about it a little bit more so we can make informed financial decisions. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do a lot of research. I do a lot of analysis, and I like to share with you, hoping you can also make informed financial decisions. So do your own due diligence before you buy or sell HCMC or any other stock that we talk on this channel. I want to leave you with one of the resources that I found pretty relevant that just came out before a couple of days. This article was published before a couple of days, so we will review this article. I'll walk you through step by step. We'll also talk about what's going on with HCMC today. As you can see, the stock is trading at 0.0010 after 1 hour into the trading session, but the volume is super high. It's 1.81 billion volume against the volume of 65-day average of 2.15 billion. This is somewhat related to it dipped, so many people are buying. There is a lot of buying happening at 0.0010 and 0.0009, and we'll talk about that volume as well. Now, before we go there, if you don't mind hitting the like button, that will help me out. It doesn't cost you anything. You can also click on subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. That way you can get informed. By the way, it is back to 0.0009. Could be a good buying opportunity, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, click on the subscribe button, click on the like button. That way this video, this research, this analysis can be shared with more and more people. It doesn't cost you anything. If you want to support the channel, I also have the Patreon group, as you can see right here, that you can support the channel. We also have the private Discord where we talk about a lot of stock, penny stocks. We talk about a lot of cryptocurrencies as well, and there is a very small group with a lot of people that you can get a lot of other information in real time, because making videos are not always easy. It is time consuming. It takes a lot of time. Now help me out with clicking at least subscribe and the like button. That will be super helpful. Let's go back to this article. What this article talks about is practically Healthier Choices Management Corp stock continues to trade lower. Now what? And I think it is pretty relevant. As you can see today, the stock is trading at 0.0009. That is the lowest price point. And if I refresh this real quick, we'll be able to see the volume has been going higher and higher and higher, 0.0010, and the volume is 1.83 billion. Let's talk about a little bit more what this article talks about. Now, this does seem like a concerning article, but I read it fully, and it does seem like it's more encouraging article, so which is very important to also read into the content and learn what the article talks about instead of just reading the heading. There are many investors who are almost always on the lookout for small cap, and one of the such stock could be tracked at this point of time by investors is that one of the Healthier Choices Management Corp OTC market stock, HCMC. That being said, it was not particularly great time for the stock for last week, as it suffered a decline of 8% throughout the course of the week. Now we know that there is a rights offering. There was a rights offering at 0.0010, and many people got the rights offering, many existing common stock holders. Now they might decide to book some profit. That could be one of the things, and we talked on this channel before that we may see the dip. However, despite the fall in the Healthier Choices Management share price last week, it should be noted that the stock has garnered the considered attention from the investors, which is always good as well. There is a strong community behind HCMC. There is a lot of momentum going on in terms of the volume. For OTC traded stock, regardless of the smaller price, we saw 40 billion trading volume back in the days. More importantly, the micro cap stock has become one of the most popular stock among many investors within a short period of time. It was widely talked on Reddit, it was widely talked on Wall Street Bets, it was widely talked on Twitter, YouTube, you name the platform. And this is how we track this stock as well. We saw that there was an HCMC day, the stock went to 0.0035, which is 4 times what we are seeing right now. So if you buy it at 0.0009 and if the stock goes to 0.0035, you're looking at quadruple return or the quadruple price point on the investment that you are making at 0.0009. In this regards, investors need to also note that the trading volume in healthier choices management have also gone through the roof in recent weeks, and there is another reason why the investors could consider tracking the stock this week despite the recent fall. So what article talks about is, despite of the fall, this might be a buying opportunity, buy the dip kind of a thing. Small cap and micro cap stock can often be volatile, but at the same time, there is always a potential of delivering considerable gains. Now, remember that this is a micro cap stock. This can go either way. There is a small market cap of 383 billion, I believe, or something along those lines. Let's take a look right now what's going on. 338 million right now with the price point that is at right now. So it can go either way. Pretty risky investment. Do not invest the money that you're not willing to lose, because in penny stock, in micro cap stock, you can make a ton of money, a great return, but on the flip side, you can lose them as well. So do not invest your entire portfolio, or only invest for the amount that doesn't wake you up at night worried about that funds that you have. So that's one of the things that you want to consider. If you want to join the Patreon, by the way, once again, we talk about a lot of these things in real time, and we have a small group of people. There are a lot of enthusiastic people about HCMC, Shiba Inu. We have been buying ABML as well, so on and so forth. So we have been talking about it, not buying, but we do buy as well. So join the group and you'll have a lot of fun. We'll talk and help each other out, and that will also support my channel, some of the subscription that I'm looking to get as well, and it will be paid for. Now, small cap and micro cap stock can often be volatile as we discussed, but it is always potential to deliver considerable great returns. Considering the interest in the stock, in recent days, it could be a good idea for investors to consider putting the Healthy Choices Management Corp into their watch list. And I 100% agree. Even if you don't want to buy, if you already bought it, this might be an opportunity to add more and average your price out. We talked about that when it hit back in the days, 0.0009. Let's take a look what's going on and why I am saying it's a lower low. So if I refresh right here, you should be able to see that today it hit 0.0009 as the lowest price point, and the highest is 0.0011. If you take a look, 10 11 10 11 10 11, and it went to 12 as well right here on June 29th, and before that it went to 15. Before that it went to once again 15 16 levels right here as well. It was at 18 level in mid-May, but since then we saw a drop. Now if you bought at this current price point, and if it hits once again this 18 levels, it's doubling up your investment. It's 100% return on your investment, because it is going to double up at that price point. Now, why this is super important to think that this is a risky stock, there are a few reasons. One of the reasons that I want to talk about is the press release page. You can take a look. What's happening right now is they have a PTAB petition for inter partes review by Philip Morris. Now, one of the big catalysts in this stock is the HCMC lawsuit that they have filed against Philip Morris for the IQOS product for the infringement of the patent that HCMC owns. That's one of the big catalysts, and we have been seeing large numbers in terms of settlement and future royalties and how HCMC can make money out of this infringement, so on and so forth. That's number one, and one of the biggest catalysts. On the top of that, the company has already raised capital of $27 million. So I do not foresee, and anything can happen once again, but after the company raised $27 million, the company may not have more stock dilution, and that's once again a great thing. On the top of that, the company has been expanding their reach. They have tie-up now with ATG Pharma, affiliate six-pack solution for the Q-Cup technology in Canada. So they're capturing Canadian market, which is set to rise from $4 billion to $5 billion within a year or so. Healthier Choices Management Corporation Petition also announced the Nuhi brand pre-filled Q Cup in Colorado, so they're capturing Colorado market as well. Catalyst, PTAB, IPR review that we may hear within next 6 months or less. On the top of that, they also have the motion to dismiss that is filed by Philip Morris on the lawsuit, which the federal judge is going to decide. If the petition gets rejected, that means the case or the lawsuit will get on the floor, which is likely to be possible. I'm not a lawyer or any sort of expert, but I have read a lot of articles, and it does suggest that HCMC has a legit lawsuit against Philip Morris on the IQOS product. Now, this IQOS product is one of the big product that is in the market by Philip Morris. They have millions of users on a daily basis, and on top of that, they have invested more than $3 billion. So they are not going to take this back out of the market. Now, the way HCMC has recently designed themselves into subsidiary is HCMC IP LLC, which holds all the patents. HCMC Choices Market, which is a 18,000 square feet store in Florida. They have the vitamin store that they're focusing a lot more onto their online segment. They have the vape store. They have 7 or more than 7, I believe, vape stores across the southeast of United States, and that now they're expanding their Q-Cup product and they're scaling. They're trying to reach more and more market. That is going to help them out as well. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, it's a risky stock, but you want to do your due diligence, and these are the risky stocks that can earn you a lot of return. If things go the way it should be. Now, if it does not, then you can lose everything that you invest in the stock as well. So do your own due diligence. Having a strong community behind a stock always helps out as well. That we have seen for Dogecoin, we have seen for Shiba Inu, we have seen for HCMC. Now the trick here is, and I get a lot of comments about, as an example, for CTRM, right? So every investor should also think about the exit point as well. It's not about like you take a risk and you go on and on and on. At one point, you want to sell it. You want to exit out, not because you don't like the stock, because you have enough return on your investment and you can get out of that stock and you can invest that into some other stock. That way you can once again get 4 times return. Think about it. Let's say if someone bought a stock, it could be any stock, let's say for $1, the stock goes to $3. So now your return is 200% or 3x. The stock has already been 3x. Do you think that $3 stock can go to $9? Then it becomes once again a 3x price point. Probably not, unless there is a huge capital or huge catalyst, or there is something going on with the stock, right? So at that point, let's say $3 is a massive return for you because you invested for $1. You want to get out of the stock, that particular stock, and go somewhere else where you can once again 3x your investment. So that's my personal thinking. That's what we have been talking about in personal or private Discord and with friends and family and whoever I talk to personally. Considering the interest, going back to HCMC, the stock in recent days, it could be a great idea for investor to consider putting the Healthier Choices Management Corp on their watch list. Now, what is the market reaction? On Friday, this is talking about last week, so week closing last week, HCMC was flat at 0.0011. Right now, we are trading around the same price with more than 1.35 billion shares. So that was traded. Now, if you think about what's going on today, the volume is more than what we saw on Friday during the whole trading session. So the volume, in my opinion, is pretty healthy, 1.88 billion, which is a huge volume considering what we have seen in last few days compared to the average volume of 253.57 million shares. The stock has moved within the range of 10 and 11 after reopening or after opening the trade at 11. Over 52 weeks, the stock has been trading up to 0.0065 levels that we have seen. This company is not a new company. They have been around for a while. The company was founded in 1985, so the company is there for a while. The company has real revenue about $3 million for a few consecutive quarters, and you also want to notice that the company also had a high short volume. If you take a look at right here, the short volume ratio to 20.87%. 50%, which in my opinion is pretty significantly higher volume. If you take a look, short volume, if you take a look right here, we saw 43% short volume ratio, 40.72%, 50%, 30%, 20%, 20.87%, and last day, yesterday on July 7th, the short volume was 211 million. Now we'll see what the short volume looks like today. However, the entire market is down. I want to leave you with one last thing with the graph and how the chart has been looking. If you take a look for last 5 days, we have been trading pretty much in the bar coding pattern within 10 and 11, 10 and 11. Today we went down to 0.0009 and we saw a huge green juicy bar, as you can see right here. That means it's a pretty good buying volume at 0.0009. This is the chart for today's trading session. I do not really want to show you RSI or MACD because it's not super relevant at this price point. Could be a good price point, could be you want to wait for it, because if it goes below 0.0009 levels, it can go up to 7 or 6, who knows. So you want to do your own due diligence. But what I have seen so far is whenever we see that below 10 or below price point, we always see a massive buying volume, and which is not any different this time around as well. I want to show you 3-month graph when the stock went all the way high to 65 level, which is not probably showing in this, maybe 6 months graph, that it went to 0.0065 levels right here, and since then we have been consistently dropping. After that we went to 0.0035. Before that we went to 10 level as well. After the 10 level we went to 35 level. After 35 level we are dropping, and we are back to 10 level right at the moment. I hope you like this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click on the like button. If you did, click on the subscribe button. I have 70% plus or 80% plus many times. My viewers are not even subscribers. So help the channel out. It will help you out as well. Thanks guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. Happy investing in HCMC and any other investments that you do. Don't forget to put in your comment down below, what do you think where HCMC can go from this price point. Thanks all. I'll see you soon.